Good day, viewers. Welcome to the platform. I know you're enjoying our program. Today, we are continuing with our series on exports. So please try to subscribe and like in the platform so that we can grow together. Today, like I said, we are talking about export, product for export. Many of you will say, what can I export? One of my last series, I said, two ways you can export. One is to look from product side, which means you have the product, you know the product, but your product will be the market. So you have 50% of the product have been solved. Okay? And the other side is foreign market side. In other words, maybe you are in diaspora, you live in a country where you think, oh, this product that they are selling here is so expensive, I can get it in my country. Okay? You can come home. If you meet us, we can ask, okay, where is the product? Which are product? You say the product, we can help you to identify where to get that product. So basically today we are going to look at categories of product you can export. And under that category, I want to say that we have agricultural products, solid minerals, we have commodities, we have services, we have manufactured products. Okay, so I will take them one after the other, and I will start with agricultural products, which I know is common and which many people want to go into. Okay, even anywhere you are today in this country, there's a product you can export from there. If you go to any of the market, you can get products to export. But basically, I don't encourage people to go to the market and buy and start selling, because there are a lot of issues with that. Number one is traceability. Two is the problem of quality. Okay. Three is in case of anything happens, if maybe time you go to that market, you might not see the person again, and perhaps you may that put you in one problem or the other. So I always advise, people that comes to me, oh, what product to export? I said, let's be organized. Okay, organize yourself. Okay, organizing yourself means that you must have a business. I don't think we said that. You must have a registered company, and of course register it as a company, and of course other procedures must take place. But basically we're talking about products today, and I want to say that in terms of export, we have what we call traditional export from Nigeria. Traditional export are the products we export formally. In fact, most of us know those products. For example, cocoa. We know that Nigeria is a net exporter of cocoa. Okay, cashew nut. People export cashew. Yes, it could be in terms of raw cashew nut or cashew kernels. Cashew nut are the nut you get from the tree. You pluck it from the apple, and then that nut you get, you dry it for 3 days or so, or 4 days, depending on the moisture content you want, and that's in raw nut. That can be exported. So you can transform that product, okay, into a processed product called cashew kernels. Okay, when you enter the supermarket, that cashew in the bottle is what is known as cashew kernels, and that is what is exportable because it's a healthy food, so people like it. Okay, so either way, you are a winner in terms of exporting cashew nut. We have a product called sesame seed. I think it's a very good product because it's almost more demanded everywhere in the world. In the Middle East, they demand it so much. Japan, China, they eat a lot of sesame seeds. It's a product we can do, and it's 3 months. They start production in July. Depends on your political zone you are or the ecological zone which you belong. But otherwise, it's a 3 months, 5 years, 4 months product which matures, and before you know it, it's ready for export. And so basically, Nigeria is net exporter of sesame seed. And that product that is also well known is ginger. Okay, a lot of people do ginger. Ginger is found mostly in the central part of Nigeria, especially in southern Kaduna. That's where most of the ginger production is. But it is also diffusing from Kaduna to Nasarawa to FCT to Kogi, okay, to those states that is neighboring. So a lot of production is expanding. Again, why not expand it? You can try it in your zone, wherever you are. Try to do something. Because like I said, if you have ownership of the product, it makes it easier for you to export. Okay, that's why we always advise exporters to have a sustainable system of supply base. Okay, you must have a farmer you work with, so that whatever the farmer gets, is from this farmer I'm getting my product. In that case, you can plan well and also know the amount of product you have for export. And that product that can go for export is soya beans. Soya beans is popular. It's also grown in some part of Nigeria, especially in areas like Kaduna, Benue, FCT, Dan Kogi, a lot of places, Taraba, Adamawa, central states in Nigeria, they do a lot of soya beans. It's a highly popular product both at home and abroad. So look at it. These products I'm looking at, they are what we call the traditional leather, cotton. So they are traditional products. Okay? If you go into solid minerals, a lot of solid minerals can be exported. That is a good mine because a lot of solid minerals are available and they are highly demanded outside the country. But the issue of solid minerals is capital based. So you must have enough capital to go into solid minerals. Gold right now is on the high side. Precious stones, Okay, lithium, which are used in electronics, and so it's also there. Of course, you know the other products, the barytes, mica, and all that, dolomite. These are products that can also be exported. Like I was saying, manufactured products is another category of products you can export. Of course, we are talking of products like soaps, cosmetics, and toiletries. Okay, you are talking of products like electrical electronics, talking of building materials. We are talking of cement, which is a part of building material. We are talking of fresh fruit and vegetable packed and all that. However, these are high capital intensive area. I want to look at prospects in value addition processing. Value addition, that means other manufactured products that are small scale or middle scale, which you, my viewer, can able to easily access. If we are talking of all these big companies, that might be for big companies, but for small scale producers, I want to look at opportunity you have. For example, we're talking of oil seed. Okay, oil seed, it means that you are doing something like coconut oil, you are doing like melon oil, you are doing like granules, peanuts. These are palm kernel oil, neem oil, moringa oil. These are high value products. High value because they are not something you get every day. Okay, they take skill and time to get. So, and there's high demand for them. We also have what we call the ethnic food. Okay, ethnic food or healthy food. For example, the pounded yam, or I well package the plantain chips, cassava flour, cassava fufu, hungry rice, other one is acha, produced in the Plateau State. These are products you can process and package for export. These are things you can do within your environment. If you can get the yam from a sustainable place, you buy the machine for processing and get packaging materials and package them, it's ready for export. Okay, this is your product. What price you put is going to sell because you have the ownership of the product. I can also play with the variables. And that product under this high value processing product is what we call spices. Spices, you're talking of chili, red pepper, talking of ginger, talking of garlic, you're talking of clove, you're talking of cinnamon, you're talking of chia seed, okay? Many of them. Again, I want to say at this point that this is the game changer because a lot of Nigerians, they do a lot of spices, okay? Whether in the north, whether in the south, whether in the east, whether in the west, they are doing one spice or the other. And a lot of people outside the country, they need spices. Spices is not heavy. You can do 1 ton of spices, already making money out of it. So I think it's an area we should look at as sending exporter or somebody who wants to go into export. Another product that you can also look at is what we call pharmaceutical ingredients. These are raw materials for big time pharmaceutical companies, okay, maybe overseas. You just want to take one of their supply raw materials to produce. For example, moringa, it can be moringa oil, it can be moringa essential oil, it can be baobab, you can do herbs, you can also do aloe vera, you can do natural plants. Okay, there are a lot of plants that are not common. Maybe you're a scientist, you can more research, get raw material development council to look at such and see how you can transform it to a product you can export. Remember, on this scale, if you have access to a raw material, supplying a raw material to a big company like a pharmaceutical company, you can stay at home and make billions of money, billions of naira, okay, because it's only you that can supply that product to the company, and the company will always rely on you for that. So you should have a plantation. You go to develop a plantation, might develop what we call the people that can produce for you, and you can offtake and of course go into the export. So that's an area you should look at. Another interesting area under this value addition processing is fresh and dehydrated fruits and veg. Okay, we know that fresh fruit is good, but sometimes because of time and distance, they might not stand the weather or the distance. So the shelf life begin to cut. So, but if you dehydrate it or repackage it under temperature control, okay, so the Nigerian food we eat here, we can transform them. Okay, the ugu leaf, the ewedu leaf, all that kind of leaf can also be dehydrated them. You can even eat fresh, but put them under temperature control. Of course, you can take them outside the country for export. So that's area. Again, a lot of Nigerians are doing that. Very soon, I'm going to do a practical aspect whereby we visit some of these companies who are exporting this product. We talk to them. You see how the process is going. I think that's why this platform is practical. We are not going to be talking too much theory here.